Good morning, students. Are you audible? Hope you are doing well. So, coming to the point, this is the video relating to income tax guest questions applicable to January 2025 attempt for CA Inter. Okay. So, coming to the point straightly and directly. So, the first one is, my dear students, please be concentrate in at least last preparation before the examination on those concepts given here. Important points. Okay. So, residential status. Compulsory, my dear students, prepare problems relating to residential status of individuals. Important. Individual related residential status is very important. Please be prepared at least 2-3 problems relating to individual residential status, including the concepts relating to deemed resident as well as exceptions. Exceptions are very important relating to individual, and at least prepare one problem relating to deemed resident. Okay. And the second one is scope of total income. That is a problem relating to section 5 with the help of section 9 also. Okay. Computation of total income in various statuses. That should be also a very important problem. Okay. Determination of residential status of an individual and scope of total income. These two concepts are very important. Okay. Next one is income from house property. My dear student, prepare at least 1 or 2 problems relating all these following concepts. One is part of the property let out or part of the property self-occupied. That is partly let out, partly self-occupied. Part of the year let out, part of the year self-occupied. And next one is deemed let out property. Next one is section 26, that is co-ownership related problem. Next one is property located outside India. Currency conversion is there in that property. And the next one is a problem under default tax regime, at least one problem relating to default tax regime under house property head. My dear student, please concentrate and prepare at least one problem for each of these following concepts. These are the very important concepts in house property head. Okay. So, and my dear student, please remember, at least please verify the concept relating to recovery of unrealized rent and the recovery of arrears of rent also. That should also be an important concept. So, prepare at least one problem to that relating to that concept also. Okay. Next one is salaries. My dear students, prepare at least 5 to 6 problems which involved all these perquisites important. These are the perquisites which are very important in salary set. Compulsory you have to concentrate more on problems those involved these perquisites. The perquisites number 1 is nothing but rent-free accommodation, movable assets sold, medical facility, car, loan, interest-free loan, sweat equity shares, gift and meals, and LTC also. These are the very important perquisites. Compulsory need to prepare at least 2-3 problems which involved the following perquisites. Okay. Next one is the first point. It's a retirement benefits. My dear student, please prepare at least 1 or 2 problems which involve the following retirement benefits. One is gratuity, taxability of gratuity, pension, as well as leave encashment. Okay. And next one is here also need to prepare at least one problem under default tax regime under 115 BSc, how to solve the default problem, because default effect is there severely in salaries head. Important point. Okay. So these are the important areas in salary set. Compulsory you must concentrate more on these areas while preparing. Okay. Important. Next one, my dear students, the next chapter is PGBP. I want to tell you some important information, that is, my dear student, PGBP problems almost will be covered in total income chapter. In total income chapter, in majority problems, PGBP head involved. Whatever the points discussed in PGBP will also be repeated in total income chapter. So, my dear student, it is better to prepare the total income chapter perfectly. It involved PGBP problems a lot. Okay. So that need not spend much time for preparation of PGBP head separately, because all those problems, all those adjustments were repeated in total income chapter. So please be concentrate again in total income problems, so that you can skip the PGBP problems. And if you want to prepare, then go to PGBP and prepare at least adjustments, how to deal the adjustments of each problem. That's it, enough. Don't try to solve the problem of PGBP. Instead of that, it is better to prepare again total income problems, because total income includes in all problems PGBP head involved. Okay, so PGBP will be covered in majority problems in total income chapter, so that need not prepare separately, but verify the adjustments itself for each problem in the PGBP covered in CRD and assignment also. Okay, this is my important suggestion to you. Don't spend much time for preparation of PGBP problems separately. Again, prepare total income problems because it involved PGBP head also. Okay, next one, capital gains. My dear students, compulsory prepare at least one problem which involve the following sections. Problem relating to 45(1)(a), compulsory, damage destruction of capital asset. 45(2), conversion of capital asset into stock in trade. 45(5), compulsory acquisition of capital asset. 50, depreciable capital assets, how to calculate capital gains. 51, per future of advance money. 54, 54 EC, 54 EF. These three are exemptions from capital gain. The last one is liquidation. Compulsory need to prepare at least one problem which involve the following sections. Okay, these are the very important areas in capital gain chapter. Have you understood? Next, income from other sources. My dear student, this is the small chapter. So problem relating to gift, at least 2-3 problems relating to gift must be prepared, and at least prepare one problem or two problems relating to interest on securities. Interest on securities is also important concept. And at least one problem is a comprehensive in nature. It involved all other sources related incomes. Okay, so income from other sources. Have you understood? Next one, clubbing provisions. Clubbing, my dear student, clubbing provisions, it's a small chapter, but if you have a time, you can prepare all the CRD problems. Otherwise, at least you can prepare following sections related problems. Section 61, revocable transfer of asset. 64(1)(2), remuneration to spouse. 64(1)(4), gift to spouse. 64(1)(a), income of minor children. 64(2), self-acquired property into joint property. These sections involved in clubbing provisions are very important. Please go through the clubbing provisions and prepare at least problem which involve the following sections. Okay, so next one, set off and carry forward. My dear students, my suggestion is please be prepared perfectly entire set off table. There is a table of set off relating to each and every head of income, how to set off, where to set off, how to carry forward, how many number of years the loss to be carried forward. All these details were provided in a single table. So repeatedly you can prepare such table mandatorily. Okay, so important. After that, it is better to prepare all CRD problems involved in your material. Okay, so set off problem is most important chapter, even if even when compared to clubbing chapter. Set off is the most important. So don't skip this chapter. Compulsory you need to prepare at least CRD problems. Okay, important. Next one is deductions. My dear students, deductions, don't expect an exclusive problem from deductions chapter. But if you want to solve any other problem in any other chapter like total income, clubbing, set off, carry forward, compulsory you have a knowledge about deductions. The deductions will connect in any area. Okay, so deductions is one of the important chapter. At least so many of sections are there in deductions chapter, but at least please be concentrate on these sections mandatorily at your first priority. Okay, if you have a time, if you have an interest, you can add some other sections. But as per my suggestion, better to at least prepare these sections mandatorily. Okay, 80C, 80CCD, important. 80D, medical insurance premium. 80D, maintenance of dependent person. Interest on education loan. 80EEA, interest on housing loan. So you can add EEB also, interest on loan for purchase of electric vehicle. That's also an important section. 80G, donations. TTA, TTB, interest related deductions. these sections are very important in chapter 6 deductions. At least you can prepare these sections. These are the very useful to you while solving the problems relating to other chapters. This chapter may connect with total income, may connect with clubbing, may connect with set off and carry forward. Okay, compulsory. It's a unique chapter. Need to prepare at least the following sections. Don't skip. Okay. So next one, total income. My dear student, I don't want to suggest anything from this chapter because this chapter is too important. Because if you will be opened your exam paper, the first question itself from total income. It's a 15 marks weightage. The mandatory, compulsory, there is no choice for this. So it is better to prepare maximum number of problems. Better to prepare maximum number of problems as possible. Okay, this is my strict suggestion to you. So don't skip this chapter. Compulsory you must prepare maximum number of problems, whatever possible, and maximum number of problems. And my suggestion is, in those problems, compulsory need to verify, need to include the following compulsory. The first one is prepare at least one problem under both the tax regime. Computation of total income and tax liability under both the default tax regime as well as optional tax regime. Second one is aggregation method of tax calculation. Aggregation method is nothing but agricultural plus non-agricultural. Then need to calculate tax liability by using aggregation method. And last one is compulsory prepare at least one or two problems relating to AMT. Okay, so please concentrate on these areas compulsory. In addition that, you have to prepare more problems from this chapter as possible. Okay, but it includes the following concepts mandatorily. Okay, next one, TDS and TCS. My dear student, this one is most important chapter after total income. Compulsory question is there in your exam paper. So, and some extent difficult chapter also. But however, my suggestion is at least concentrate on following sections and prepare all CRD problems in your material compulsory. All CRD problems, whatever covered in your material, must be prepared. And concentrate on these sections compulsory. More 194, 194A, dividends, interest, contract payment, insurance maturity amount. So online winnings, this is a new section introduced in last year. 194I rent, commission brokerage, professional technical fee, non-compete fee, withdrawal of money. So specified senior citizen payment, it's a sale of goods, purchase of goods. So all these are very important sections in TDS, and last three sections in TCS, 206C 1F, 1G, 1H. These are the very important sections in TDS and TCS chapter. Compulsory you have to prepare at least the following sections and prepare all CRD problems covered in your material mandatorily. Have you understood? Okay. Next one is return of income. Return of income, my dear student, my suggestion is don't spend much time for preparation of theory part. There is no theory question in your exam paper. All are problematic part. Okay, but except I think one question is there in your question paper for theory question for 4 marks. That too from, in majority cases, 99%, that question from always return of income chapter. So my dear student, so better to spend for theory purpose only return of income chapter. You can prepare only return of income chapter for theory purpose. Okay, so don't try to prepare theory part in other chapters. Better to prepare itself only return of income chapter itself is sufficient for theory purpose. Okay, you have to prepare following concepts covered in return of income chapter 139, 1, 3, 4, 5, and PAN related PAN quoting areas. There are 18 cases where you are required to quote PAN number. Cases important. CRP, BRP, bulk return preparation. Problems relating to revised return. Compulsory need to prepare whatever the problems involved in your CRD in majority problems is revised return related problems. Okay, these are the important areas in return of income chapter. We have to concentrate more on this. Except this chapter, need not spend any time for preparation of theory in any other chapter. Okay, so return of income is exclusively for theory purpose. And the next one is exempted incomes. My dear student, exempted incomes, I think it is better to prepare at only one concept in this, that is problem relating to composite activities, that is tea, coffee, rubber. Tea, coffee, rubber. Okay, so in addition that, I want to suggest you one more, that is exemption under section 1010D also. There is an amendment in this section in last year, and important amendment is also there. For exemption under section 1010D, LIC maturity amount is eligible for exempt subject to fulfillment of certain conditions. So please be prepared those conditions, and there some examples are there provided in your material or amendment material. Please go through and prepare at least 2 examples relating to getting exemption under section 1010D, maturity amount of LIC policy. Okay, so my dear student, these are the important areas for upcoming examination January 2025, applicable to CA Inter income tax. Okay, so hope you are understood well, my dear student. Again, I want to tell you, that is don't spend much time for preparation of theory part, because there is no theory question in your exam paper except one for 4 marks, that too from return of income chapter. My suggestion is don't spend time for theory part. Okay, blindly prepare problematic part. If you have any doubt in while solving the problem, let's theory part and verify it, how it was solved. That's it.